I made this for you.
Hey there, everybody. Just checking back in with you. Accent doing our thing. All right. So, like I said, we haven't even left the neighborhood yet. And in the back. So I got the car already fired up. We're gonna head off that direction. All right. So we got another order. It was a pretty good one. $20. Hey there, everybody. Just checking back in with you. Welcome back to another Florida Swamp Monkey video. Hang on, I'm gonna take care of that beeping. Give me just a quick second. Hang on. But yeah, welcome back to another Florida Swamp Monkey video. We're out here exploring some more of this neighborhood that I was looking at, and I seen this, and I was like, wow. I'm like, because that's like the exact thing I'm trying to do, right? So it already exists in the neighborhood. I won't have to worry about it. Granted, it looks like this van's been sitting there for months. It looks like mine will be, moving around at least once a week. I'll move it, you know what I mean? Maybe take it out to an actual campground. But yeah, it's just crazy to see, because I was just kind of like just going around, in circles around the neighborhood pretty much, and I stumbled upon this, and I was like, there's just a vacant patch of land. And then, yeah, there's just a driveway cut out, and then there's a van parked back there. So as far as that goes, there shouldn't be too much of a problem if I did the same thing, as far as I know. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see. Yeah, but for right now, we're just chilling out, relaxing, doing our thing. It's after 6, and if you did watch the last video, this is basically episode 12 is going to be a direct continuation off of 11, and I'll go through the night pretty much. But it's about 6:15 now, and we just finished up an order. It brought me out here pretty much, so I figured go ahead and do a circle around. But yeah, it's been a pretty good night so far. I still got the Uber active, it's ready. But yeah, I think I'm gonna we'll run up the road and get myself a Polar Pop, because almost out of drink for the moment. All right, so like I said, we haven't even left the neighborhood yet, and we just got another order for Little Caesars, which is pretty much like a down and back. So I'm coming like right back to where I am pretty much. But yeah, we got to head out to that Little Caesars and grab that order first, and pretty much about it. Another $6-7 on that. Oh, I did it. But anyway, Little Caesars, just keep stacking it on what we already have. We are at about 83 on the day, so this will put us at an even 90, I think. All right. So we just picked up the Little Sneezers, got it in the back. So I got the car already fired up. We're gonna head off that direction. That's pretty much about it. So far, traffic has been moderate to light, I'm gonna say, out here in this little city. But yeah, starting to get dark now, and I'm trying to get there as quick as I can. See y'all in a bit. All right, so we got another order. It was a pretty good one. $20. Yeah, 20. I don't like. I think it's $20 17 mile, but 17 miles because it's going deep back in that one neighborhood. So when I get there, I'll probably just find a spot around the corner and just put my feet up for the night. Call it a day, and I'll be tagging out. That's it. Just ring the bell. That's all I can take. But anyway, we're gonna head in here. Hopefully the order's ready. Doesn't look like there's too much going on. Alright, so that was about a 10-minute wait. Wasn't too bad. They did finally have it ready. It's in the back now, and I miscalculated. It's actually like a 11.9. Yeah, $20 for 11.9 miles. Not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and get this busted out and call it a day. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's hit the road. All right, we're back. We busted out that order. Nice long drive down a straight road. Wasn't bad at all. Easy $20. And the money's already been put into Bitcoin. So
there are 5 or 6 big cryptocurrencies along with Bitcoin that make up this market to do battle with the $5 trillion per day fiat money US dollar forex market that's imploding in real time. Once again, the US dollar is engaged in a hyperinflationary collapse against Bitcoin.
But yeah, we made it through another successful day. Slept good last night, so I figured I'd come back out here tonight. I'm not exactly in the same spot. I'm a couple streets over and then a couple streets down, and crest corner, zigzag, that kind of thing. But yeah, I just figured it would be a good spot to sleep. Like I said, I slept good last night, and I don't know, probably be doing more of the same tonight. But like I said, it was a pretty good day. We hit our mark. I think we're gonna end up at like $108. Only needed to make 70, so we're doing good. The electric bike will get paid for. We're doing good there. And episode 12, you know what I mean? We made it. Episode 12, man. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going with daily uploads. Just documenting. Living in the Toyota Corolla. Pretty much, I don't plan on being homeless forever. So, those are y'all that are with me. Hopefully we watch a pretty good story together, hopefully y'all are living one, at the same time, you know what I mean? But, we'll check in, I want to go probably till at least, Chronicles episode 30, and then I'll probably drop back and make a, episode, probably move down to like an episode once every 3 or 4 days, make it a longer episode. Maybe like 20 minutes of each day kind of thing. But for the meantime, we're just chilling, grooving. Those of y'all that are with me, like I said, you're watching me get up and grind every single day. It's like I said, I mean, you can't be a homeless Uber driver and then having the chronicles of an Uber driver and then not actually be doing too much Uber driving, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna hang out. I was thinking about maybe doing a live stream here in a little bit. So, if anybody y'all catch that, come on, check it out. I'll answer any of your questions live as best as I can, without getting too offensive, hopefully. But yeah, it's pretty good night tonight too. Got about a half moon. Pretty good stars tonight too again. So I don't know. Like I said, we got something to drink. I got grabbed a pizza for myself while I was at the Little Caesars. I figured I popped back in and I was like, hey, you got anything ready to go? So I got some pizza to finish up for a snack, something to eat for the day. And yeah, we got, we're getting through it, man. Stacking it up one day at a time, and all I can do is keep pushing, you know what I mean? At least until the car gives out on me, and then hopefully I got a decent chunk of change underneath me before that happens. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to just, you know what I mean? But, it's good that I have some kind of an emergency fund, even, because, like I said, the amount that I have saved up currently, with my current bills and everything, being the fact that I'm living in the Corolla, but, my current bills and everything where it's at, I've got about 6 months of bills in savings. And, not a lot of people can say that nowadays, you know what I mean? Not without working during that 6 months. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can keep, but the idea is to keep it, honestly, just keep stacking onto it, adding to it, one day at a time. And like I said, the amount of money that I'm saving, I feel like I'm saving about $1,000 a month by not paying rent somewhere. And in the meantime, like I said, we're saving it up, trying to get my own piece of dirt somewhere, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to rent somebody else's, you know what I mean? Cause the amount of money that I could spend on buying my own piece of land, and it would be mine, until the county tries to tax it away from me. But, if I'm keeping up with all that, that's not going to happen. And pretty much that'd be, my rent at that point would just be trying to take care of my own land. It would be nice if I end up like buying a couple lots, buying like the one on, each side kind of thing, maybe end up having like a whole acre. Because if I get like a whole acre, it doesn't matter, you can homestead it. You can homestead an acre, and pretty much with that, I'd be good to go. But grow some corn and some potatoes, and maybe I don't know, maybe do chickens. I don't necessarily want to do chickens because they're loud and they're messy, you know. But it'd be more eggs than I can eat if I did. But yeah, I don't know. Like I want to try and get a rice cooker, get that all going and hooked up, and I don't know, maybe boil up some ramen and crack an egg into that. That's my protein, a good breakfast for the day or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we'll check you out. Check you on the next one. That's episode 12. Sorry, I know it's kind of a cheesy episode, but you know what I'm saying. We'll get through it. I wanted to kind of post two episodes in one day somewhere, and it took forever for last night's video to upload. Didn't upload until like 7-8 a.m. this morning. So I apologize. That's the reason for this short episode now. But yeah, at least it's up there. Episode 12. We got 11 and 12 up on the same day, hopefully. And yeah, keep going from there. Like I said, I'll just keep posting one day at a time, and hopefully, eventually the channel will take off. It is kind of cool to watch back at it, and watch myself documenting my own life. You know what I mean? But because it's nice to use it as kind of like a journal in a way. And then those of y'all that are tuning in and watching, I appreciate any support that y'all give. But yeah, like I said, that's it for now.
Look, guys, the world is changing. We can't fight it, we have to change with it. Life goes by pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while and do whatever you want all the time, you could miss it. You see, this is just what I've been talking about. I can't even relate to you guys anymore because you're too immature. What? I've got to start hanging out with friends that are a little more intelligent and understand politics and stuff.
And pretty much that's it for this episode. Like I said, if you made it this far, please subscribe. It'll help out the channel a lot. Like, I'm still trying and scrapping and doing my thing out here every day, trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. And after that, the rest is history. Like, if you want to like, comments are good. I will reply back to your comments, as long as you're not saying something nasty. I will, I might even reply back if you say something nasty. But anyway, that's about it for this episode. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out for now.
You're going to get us
This
a copy
is
of that.
stupid.
Then
Or
this
shares.
is so stupid. And God, that's my phone.
I didn't hear a phone
To be
ring.
continued.
The end. Good night, Stewie.
Don't read me books that you write.